everybody,
and welcome back to the channel with your main girls, Mel
and Amanda.
We are gonna do some first impressions today. We've got a lot of new products that we thought, let's sit down, try it all together. And because there are so many products, we're gonna do one wetter than the other.
The types of products that I'm gonna be testing out is on my day 3 hair. So a lot of them that I have here today are volumizing finishing sprays, some new refresh products to try, both mid-range and drugstore. We have lots of hair oils and serum, and yeah, so like lots of sprays, lots of oils I'm gonna be trying on my side.
And over here, where things are wetter, we're hopefully gonna look a little better. I feel like your hair is gonna be a mess after all this.
Oh yeah, but I'm planning to wash it tomorrow, so it's all right.
I'm not planning to do that. What I do plan is to split my head in at least half because I've got a bunch of new products to share with you too. These are the new Dyson hair care products. I've got a brand new brand to try. This is actually formulated by one of our good friends in the industry who has worked with hair care brands for years and now came out with her own.
Congratulations, Gaia. We are really excited to try out Tutti Labs. So we're gonna give those a try today.
We've got some new but old, but new but old, but new products to try as well because the curl foaming gel has gotten a formula upgrade, perhaps we could say. So a lot of things to dive into today. I was hoping we were gonna forget about the brushes.
She also has some
so
scary looking weapons here to try on her head. And I may also use on her if she pisses me off.
Please, cease, show me some grace as we get into all of these things. So without further ado, wish us good luck.
And let us know if you like this type of video. This is our first time ever doing it and maybe we'll make it a regular occurrence.
Let's get to it. All right, let's hope that we kick off these first impressions really strong because that's the only way to get a good wash day. I mean, a good style starts with a good wash. So the pre-wash is hopefully gonna set us up for a good wash, which is hopefully gonna set us up for a good style, which is hopefully gonna set us up for a long wait. This is probably gonna be a long video. Warning, let's go. I've got several wash day goodies. First up, this Bondi Boost HG Clarifying Rinse. It's a pre-wash rinse to detoxify and balance your scalp. Do you see that? It's apparently an aloe vera juice based serum, and it's got apple cider vinegar, lactic acid. Gonna help clarify, exfoliate, cleanse your scalp before washing. Perfect. I think this is a travel size, but I'm going to apply a little bit onto my scalp. Do not zoom in, Amanda, on my nails, okay? Because this tragedy, they're extremely long too. Okay, so we're gonna plop this on now because it's a little mini bottle. There's no instructions on it, but I did look online and I know that this gets applied beforehand. Hopefully it can sit on for about 15 minutes because I'm also going to be applying this pattern transition mask. Now this is not new by any means. I've had it in my arsenal to try probably for almost years now. Like I've put off this review far too long, but this is a pre-shampoo mask, which is supposed to help, especially if you've done a blowout, take you back to your curls when your strands crave support, so they say. It helps to nourish your growing curls with our nutrient-dense transition mask, infused with white tea to help reduce shedding and manuka honey to help prevent breakage and maintain moisture balance. Perfect for transitioning out of protective styles or chemically treated strands to nourish to the point where your hair is natural and relaxed hair kiss. So with this, we are to apply generously to hair that's dry before washing. Ooh, it's so funny because it actually smells healing. You know what it smells like? It smells like some kind of a chakra spray or something you would smell in a sage store. You know what I mean? Very natural, very herbal. It does feel very conditioning. Considering I'm applying this on dry hair, which I don't always love to do. There's certain circumstances I recommend a mask before you shampoo. And that's if you have really, really fine hair that will just get weighed down if you apply it after. So if you're someone whose hair is very, very sensitive, then putting your mask on beforehand and then just shampooing afterwards could be a great option for you to get the conditioning while also getting a proper rinsing afterwards. But with this, I mean, if you have a lot of buildup on your hair, it's like, how much is the transitioning mask really gonna get in there? Or any mask, you know what I mean? Products are typically best applied on hair that is clean. But with this, we are going with the flow And you know what? It actually, it gets really saturating my hair. I don't want to apply too much. And to help me distribute this, I'm gonna go in with this Tangle Teaser Detangle Duette. This is apparently the world's first wide tooth detangling comb. It features 5 unique layers designed to reduce hair breakage and speed up detangling. Well, guess what, Tangle Teaser? I hate a wide tooth comb, especially for detangling. But this thing, it was definitely intriguing. So, you know what? You know why I hate this? Why I hate a wide tooth comb is because there's no flex to it. No flex, no give. It's just gonna rip. And so it's extremely uncomfortable on the strands if you have very tangled hair. My hair is not even super tangled right now because I did detangle a little bit last night with some oil before bed. Sorry, spoiler, I did already kind of start my pre-wash treatment, but I digress. This fucking sucks. If you do like a wide tooth comb and that's how you like to detangle, then this is definitely going to speed up your detangling because it's like 2-3-ish wide tooth combs all in one. So I definitely see the appeal here. I'm also, hold on, I'm feeling a bit of a burning. I've had some of this HG clarifying rinse dripped down my face and right in front of my ear here. And I feel it kind of tingling, like the vinegar is vinegaring. I do feel that, or maybe it's a little bit of the lactic acid. No, I hate this, I hate this. Listen, what's interesting to me is, it's not quite reaching. Like, it's a bit of a reach. You're gonna get better detangling, I guess, working through your ends when your hair can actually press up against the base of the brush and get through all of the teeth. But otherwise, when you're brushing up here where your scalp is, cranium is literally going to prevent you from getting a really deep detangle. And maybe you have really tangly roots. So this is just not it for me, honestly. Honestly, it's just night and freaking day. Ooh, there she is with my next first impressions. I've been waiting to shower because Amanda's bringing over this Cecred launch. Remember when we reviewed Beyonce's hair brand a couple months ago and she didn't launch a conditioner? It's here and we're gonna try it today. Thank you, sis. See, now I'm also distributing that scalp rinse on my scalp and it is feeling nice. I'm just gonna apply a little more of this transition mask here and then we'll see how it feels after I actually rinse in the shower. This might be a crazy sentiment, but my hair feels like it's shiny. Do you know what I mean by that? It feels conditioned. Like, obviously I haven't shampooed and conditioned, but the transition mask definitely felt conditioning. And you see that shine? I can feel that shine. Very interesting. This is the Viori shampoo bar in Citrus Yao. It has a citrus scent, so it's super fresh and invigorating. She's color safe, cruelty free, pH balanced, safe and natural, 100% vegan, and made with Longsheng rice water. So the story goes, for over 2,000 years, the Red Yao tribe has lived deep within the rice-terraced mountains of Longsheng. Famous for their near-perfect hair, the Red Yao women have passed down their unique natural method of maintaining long, strong, healthy hair with nutrient-rich Longsheng rice water. So this formula here is supposed to promote healthier hair, renew and volumize, strengthen your hair fibers, moisturize and repair, and give long-lasting shine, all within an all-natural formula. My thing with shampoo bars is I never know how much I'm applying. You know what I mean? Like, I really just try to reach every inch of my scalp right now, and I definitely feel like there's enough. You know, it's hard to dose out how much you're using. I couldn't tell you how long a bar like that would actually last me. But you know what's interesting? Well, right now, let's talk about the feel. It feels creamy. It's got a really nice lather. And I think if you are a traveler, like if you're going on a backpacking trip for 4 months, that's when you want to bring a shampoo bar type of thing, you know? I'm not 100% sure how down I can get with the whole ritual, but it is a packaging free alternative, right? It's plastic free. It's gonna be no waste. And I do love that it's color safe. Yeah, now I've got that like squeaky feeling on my hair, so we know it cleanses. Now B, I hope that this is hydrating. This Cecred conditioner hydrates while strengthening and restoring softness. It just says to let it sit for 1 minute and rinse well. Rinse well. Do not leave in a conditioner not meant to be left in. It has ethereal alcohol, which is usually a very slippery ingredient. It's great for detangling. And this is also very rich in butters. We've got shea butter. It's rich in coconut oil, olive oil, honey ferment. That's their key. Polyquaternarium 10, which is an ingredient I love. They've got their lactobacillus honey keratin ferment concoction. That is the Cecred key ingredient. I see amino acids. We got panthenol. You know what's interesting? My scalp feels like a little tingly, a little on edge, a little sensitive. I think because of that HG clarifying rinse. Oh yeah, look at the. You know, I've said in the past, we're not comparing women, but I do like it better than Rihanna's conditioner. Sorry, Ree, that rich conditioner did not do not one thing for me. I'm not gonna say my hair feels absolutely life-changing afterwards. Like, it doesn't feel like complete butter all throughout my hair, which, you know, I didn't apply that much. So can I say it restored my softness? It does feel soft, but not silky. It doesn't feel entirely smooth, but it doesn't feel stiff. You know what I mean? Like, it does feel like there's movement. I would keep using it, especially if I was using the shampoo beforehand, like a whole just Cecred ritual. That would go hard. That would be a good shower routine. But let's get back to styling with Cease. So now that we are back from my shower, how does my hair feel, actually?
It feels good.
Feels good, right? Feels nice.
The conditioner was good?
The conditioner was good, but you know what was really good?
The shampoo bar?
That did cleanse well. I think you should take that on your trip, your upcoming nuptials. Not really. Amanda's going on a second honeymoon.
Yeah. I'm gonna call every trip I go on after.
I was thinking that. I was like, every trip that you go on with your husband is technically a honeymoon. So
I'm just telling everybody that.
Tell every resort, every hotel you go to that it's your honeymoon.
The fuck do
we
they
just
know?
got married. What do they know?
They don't know.
You wear a lot of white anyways.
They're not gonna know.
Anyways, I think you should take the shampoo bar on your vacation.
Okay.
It was actually quite nice, but I really liked the transition mask from Pattern. The one that's been sitting out there really for literally 2 years.
That looked really interesting when I saw you applying it.
And I just...
Really? But like, even on dirty hair?
Yeah, I would do
impressive.
it. I know, we need to do it from a blowout to curly hair. Anyways.
Okay. Her hair feels good. I will be testifying to that.
Let's start off real fancy, okay? Or the rings are coming off. I think one of the biggest questions is what is up with this new Dyson hair care? Spoiler alert, we are doing a full, complete deep dive for the channel. But right now, I thought I could show you a quick little first impression because there are different variations of the product. So there are pre-style cream, and there's 4 of them. And then there's a post-style serum. Universal. Until we come out with our full long-term video, long form, it's probably gonna be long-term. I have a lot of testing to do. But until that video, let me give you a quick little rundown on this new pre-style cream. I'm gonna use the one that is for curly to coily rich conditioning. So this is the strongest, most potent formula that they have.
And then in the full review, she's gonna review all the different formulas for different hair types.
You heard it here first. I would have said it first, but
you should have said it 17 years ago, but you just keep yapping about useless words that have nothing to do with anything.
So this video is actually going to be me and Amanda fighting the whole time and not actually trying any of the products that we have before us. Yes, thank you so much. You know, someone commented on one of our older videos, like I think one of our first videos together, I was like, I wish the sisters were nicer to each other. I said,
do you have a sister?
Yeah, do you have a sister? Do you have her as your sister?
You're lucky to have.
As a pre-style cream, this is not necessarily for conditioning. It's not, it is a conditioning hydrating cream, and I'll show you what this lotion texture looks like. That's how she works. That's the very small little dosage that it leaves me with. And they say 3 to 5 pumps should be enough for your head or per section. So let's take about 5 pumps here, and that is what we're looking like. The main goal of these styling products is actually to add hold and shape. So when you're molding your styles, especially maybe you're using an air wrap styler or any type of blowout look that tends to fall flat, or if you're struggling with hold, this is the solution to that problem. So
without the crunchy drying effect that gels and hairsprays sometimes can leave on your hair, or if you just don't like that feeling on your hair at all, this is supposed to eliminate that.
Now I'm gonna go in and apply. You've already used this for your curly style before. Maybe you can talk about your first impressions.
My first impressions were, okay, I was very impressed actually that this paired with the serum actually worked in humidity and held the hair. I mean, essentially all the claims that it says, it actually worked.
Another 5. But how did it perform? Did you use just this in the serum?
I used just this in the serum.
No other styling products?
No other styling products, and it performed really well.
What do you think it needed? Or what else do you think your hair would have needed?
Protein. I think I would have got more bounce if there was some kind of protein within the product, for sure, like more definition and bounce. But again, it doesn't claim to have that. That's not something that's featured in this product itself. I'm just saying, as someone who likes protein in their hair routine, at least a little touch of it, just so I can create that bounce.
Since you said that, let's just take a quick look at the ingredients here. We have water, argan oil, cetyl alcohol, coconut oil, dimethicone, castor oil. So it's definitely richer in oils, the rich formula compared to some of the others. And yes, I am not seeing any hydrolyzed proteins. However, there may be amino acids that are just slipping by me. It's fine. Whatever this is lacking, I'm going to apply with my next product. And I do think it is time just discuss this happened is the question that many of you have approached me with, and I don't have an answer because I don't have any control over this. But for anyone that's out of the loop, this is the Verb Curl Foaming Gel, and it's a product that I helped develop that launched 2 years ago. And 2 years later, they have zhuzhed the formula a little bit. They have added fragrance, and the formula feels a little bit different from the original Curl Foaming Gel. So let's apply it and see if it's still gonna give me some fire results, because this was if your gel could foam. Pumping it automatically does look a bit different. It does. It's not pumping quite the same. Amanda, can you pump the old formula in this hand so I can show them? The older formula was much lighter. It got a little bubblier, a little bit foamier.
See, and the old formula wasn't formulated with fragrance, but it does have like a little bit of a citrusy smell due to the ingredients that are inside.
It had a grapefruit oil, which gave it a little bit of a grapefruit scent. So now they added their classic Verb scent that is throughout their entire range.
Which is a nice scent. It's a very nice scent. But we had formulated it originally without fragrance because a lot of people are sensitive to fragrance.
Yeah, that was something that was important to us when we had the chance to help create a product. We're like, let's make it accessible to everybody. We want it protein-free, silicone-free, fragrance-free. And I couldn't tell you why they added fragrance. Maybe they got feedback that people didn't like it. But now it has fragrance. And if that bothers you, I'm not gonna personally say sorry because I had nothing to do with it. It was not me.
How does it feel?
Well, it still has the spreadability that we love from the original Curl Foaming Gel. Give me some more, please. That's good. And can you spray a little bit of water for me? You may not be my clip, but you are my hands. Thank you. So similar to the Dyson product, this definitely helps to shape and mold your hair and without extreme crunch. So hopefully these layered on top of each other are going to work really well. But so far as I'm applying, it does feel the same, maybe a little richer in formula. And I mean, if we compare the ingredients side by side, you're not seeing a ton of differences besides that addition of fragrance. But sometimes fragrance added to a product can change the whole formula. It can change the stability, so some things might have to be adjusted with the formula, and that is what's going to ultimately change it a little bit. But as long as the majority of the ingredients do not change, fingers crossed, we're gonna get the same results that we love and know and trust. So it's definitely feeling conditioning. I'm gonna define, and we've got some fun stuff. I'm scared. We have here a brush from Amazon, which I think is supposed to be some kind of a dupe for the Scrunch It Curls brush, perhaps? Or it's trying to revamp the Bounce Curl brush. I'm not sure, but with this torture device, we have two sides. One that's filled with a boar type of bristle, along with these kind of thicker nylon pins. And then these on the other side here, which I assume are to help separate the curl clumps. Wish me luck. Before I start going in with something as abrasive as this, I'm going to detangle, not with this, as we saw. This is shit. But I have this brush, which came in a PR package from Joico, but honestly, I know these brushes as color brushes. We use them for color melts. They're really great for applying color, and therefore could be great for distributing your products without getting all the product all over the brush.
Oh.
So there is this roller in the middle of the spine here that helps to, again, distribute the product, and it's so cool. You can feel it rolling.
Oh.
You can feel it rolling through. That's really cool. I like the feel of that a lot.
You can hear it rolling too.
Yeah, I kind of, it's really satisfying. Okay, cool. Now that I am distributed, I'm just gonna go in and start silently, hopefully painlessly defining. And Amanda, you can start restyling because you got some work to do. Yeah. Let me just pass over the mic.
So I don't know whether or not to start with a refresh spray, to start with an oil, or whether to start with a dry shampoo, but I'm thinking let's start off with the dry shampoo.
Well, let me interrupt you. Since you've interrupted me, I may. If you're at home and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, not on wash day. You know, this is a day where you maybe need some refreshing and you're wondering, where do I get started? Let's start from the top down, okay? Let's start from the top down.
Top down always?
Top down. And think about what we need, right? The root cause of your issues could very well be at the scalp. So analyzing your scalp, you know, maybe apply a dry shampoo, maybe apply a hair oil, a hair serum,
Yeah.
a tonic. I'm gonna get into this.
What's a scalp tonic? Like, is that supposed to be used before you wash?
Nope. I looked it up because there's no instructions on the bottle.
Yeah, which is pretty stupid.
We have two different Bondi Boost scalp sprays, and they're actually for hair loss.
Oh.
They're really great for hair loss, so they're best applied perhaps before bed, but they can be applied on dry hair. There's two different kinds. This
is the rosemary peppermint Rendon seal, which that sounds intriguing to me. And then we have the Pro Capil Scalp Tonic, which doesn't say anything about it.
So the tonic is for thinning hair. It has horsetail extract.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
All of a sudden we trust it. But no, it is vegan and cruelty-free, so we love that. Procapil is an ingredient that helps to strengthen the hair. It says strengthens the hair at the root, targeting your hair loss. It also has aloe vera and vitamin B5, so very nourishing. Versus the daily intensive scalp spray for thinning hair with rosemary. The Redensyl that is in there helps to support healthy growth. So the tonic is more targeting breakage that may be happening at the roots, and the Redensyl plus rosemary in the scalp spray is gonna help with actual regrowth, stimulating the scalp, nourishing the scalp. So
I obviously don't deal with thinning hair, thank God, knock on wood. But I do keep up with a regular scalp routine. So this is something that I don't think, like at least the HG Intensive Scalp Spray, if I like it, it's something that I feel like would be great maintenance to make sure I'm maintaining the health of my hair and my scalp. So let's try this out before I start applying anything else. This is a very nice light scent. I thought it was gonna be very rosemary heavy, but it's not.
no, I don't smell any rosemary. Are you sure there's rosemary in there?
So I'm just gonna apply this to my root area on the left side, and really I just want to test out to see if it weighs my hair down, if it makes it feel oily, which is something that we obviously don't really want, especially if you're applying this every day. But these are definitely both products that obviously I would need to try out for a long time in order to give my full review. But
of course, Amanda, these are just our first impressions. What do you think of this curl clumping?
this actually looks really good.
There's a lot of separators in here, so I am anticipating big body volume.
It looks really good right now. Show them.
Can you see it?
It's really bouncy.
Can you see it? Okay. Okay, slay. Slay. We love that for me. I'm so sorry for interrupting. You were saying you were spraying.
This one has a sweeter scent, the Scalp Tonic. It smells like a candy.
Can you get that clip under you?
No, I can't. Idiot.
Now that you've rubbed your feet all over this, I'm dead.
Okay, so they both left my hands feeling a little bit oily, and they definitely made my roots a little bit wet, which for me, it's fine. It's not a big deal, but if you're someone who blows out their hair or someone who gets really kinky roots or wears their hair smooth, I don't know if you'll like that. We'll see if my roots end up feeling oily afterwards. My hands definitely feel a little bit oily right now. Let's now try some dry shampoos because I have a lot of different dry shampoos and root volumizers here that I'm really...
need to let that dry.
I'm going to use it in another section of my head. Okay. I really want to try this Rahul Voluminous dry shampoo. And you just... Ooh!
Aerosol free, we love
that. Aerosol free.
There's not enough aerosol free dry shampoos, but we love that.
Doesn't really have a fragrance. Refresh, volumize, and thicken the hair.
Ooh.
With cassava root and star anise.
Do you know what cassava root is?
No.
You ever seen fufu?
No, what the fuck is fufu?
I am on food TikTok. You never seen people eat, it's like a stew. Well, it looks like a mashed potato, fufu. And they eat it with a stew. It's very popular in like African tradition. Cassava is a root. It's almost like when they cook it down, it's almost like a potato.
Interesting. I'm gonna apply it to this section of my head right here. And we're gonna see how well it blends, if it makes any more volume.
Okay, so this is what you have to do. I'll show you what to do.
Ah! I think it came out.
I think you're incorrect. You have to tip the bottle over, which fills the cap, and now you puff.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a couple seconds. And how are you doing?
Well, because I have split my hair down the middle for this side by side, I'm not styling my hair in the usual sections that I would. So I'm just trying to keep myself together and not get lost in here. But it's going all right. This definitely has a lot of tension, right? You know how I was concerned the very first time I used the bounce curl brush? I was like, well, it might rip out your hair, but results are totally worth it. Maybe we'll have the same type of reaction. And it's not really the brush, it's partially user error. It's just you need to be super careful when there are all these really, really fine bristles. But it's not even just the fine bore type bristles, it's also
the other side.
The other side. And also the shape of this brush isn't, I don't know. You know what? I'm still gathering my thoughts.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut myself off right
now
there.
that this dry shampoo is settled in, I'm gonna massage it in, which you always want to let your dry shampoo sit in for at least 15 seconds before you start massaging it in, just because you want to give it a chance to actually absorb the oils. But I will say, this is actually, that blended in really easily. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to be a little bit of a pain to blend into the hair, and my hair is obviously very dark right now, so that's a good test right there. And I'm not loving those scalp sprays.
Oh my.
I don't know, I feel my roots. Now they feel like
well, they feel wet. I think they need to dry down a little bit.
In order to give this a fair chance, I'm going to put this all on one side, and then we'll test another root volumizer on the other. This has a very powdery, sweet scent.
I'm smelling like a baby powder, it's reminding me.
I actually kind of like the smell. It's very soft. Very like a luxurious scent, I would say. I'm not seeing like any additional volume, especially when I compare it to the side that I haven't applied any dry shampoo. But I will say that I like how it feels. I hate when sometimes a dry shampoo leaves a really tacky, like dirty feeling to the hair, even dirtier than when you started. I hate when that happens, and I'm not feeling that with this one, which I like. It definitely absorbed the oils because I can tell from the roots. I don't know if you can see it, but I can tell from this side it's a lot more shinier and oilier compared to this side. It really did help absorb some oil there, which is a good sign, obviously. So yeah, first impressions, not bad.
Are you rushing to add it to your collection?
Personally, don't really use a lot of dry shampoos. So for me, I would like to try it again though with like a blowout, because again, I hate those ones that leave you feeling like dry and tacky. This one, I'm not getting that feeling. So I would like to see it on a blowout.
What would you say you use more of when you're refreshing?
So when I'm refreshing, I love to use a lot of sprays. So like anything like this, Strictly Curls, hair and, oh, this is a scalp refresher as well. It helps to neutralize scalp odor, reduce frizz, redefine, rehydrate, refresh the scalp between washes. That's kind of nice. And then we also have the Curlsmith Shake and Shine Curl Refreshing Mist. I have tried this already before filming this video and I really like it. So I'm gonna give this one a shot first and then I'll come back and show you how this one works. It's actually a really nice formula. So let's first just spray this in my hand. It smells very lemony.
I like that lemon scent. It's like the
nice.
Strictly Curls, their curl cream.
Yeah.
Has that scent.
And I'm gonna apply some to the scalp.
Your scalp is taking a beating. You're gonna be so excited to wash tomorrow.
I'm just gonna apply this everywhere and see what happens.
And now while I have applied and defined all my curls on this side, how are you feeling, Cece?
I like this refresh spray.
Really?
Look at that. My curls doesn't feel too heavy and I feel like it really just helped just kind of redefine any frizzy pieces. All I did was just spray it all over and then smooth it over like I would a serum. And I'm finger coiling any pieces that need a little bit more definition. But I think that my hair feels slightly damp, but nothing that won't dry in a couple minutes.
Okay, so now you need to compare that to the Shake and Shine. This is one that's kind of taken the internet by storm because, well, I kind of ruined it. I've just shaken it up. But as you can see, the product is separated. And usually that is a red flag in products. If you're seeing separation, it's a no-go, but this is called a biphase formula and it's actually meant to be shaken up to activate it and then you will get the results. And we've seen a lot of ads of people doing this. We actually got a lot of requests to review this Shake and Shine product, but Amanda's tested it. I was right there in the room and it was incredible. And now you're gonna have to show it next to the Marc Anthony Strictly Curls.
Which will be interesting. Yeah, we'll see how it compares to the Curlsmith next. I'm just gonna go wash my hands because I feel like I have a lot of product on them right now.
While she's gone, I'm gonna get into this Tutti Lab Soft Leave-In Cream. Oh, the seal is already off for me. What I love about this packaging is there's Braille. One thing I love about this packaging is there's actually Braille on the front of it. So making it very accessible to anybody who needs to style their hair, even if you are seeing impaired. So let's go in with this leave-in cream. Okay, we're getting our first. She's back, everybody. Ooh, this is like, that's what I like to see in a cream. Like she's very creamy, lotiony. Smells very neutral. It's kind of giving like an oatmeal kind of vibe.
Yeah, oatmeal.
It's very, very neutral, very soft, so not overpowering whatsoever. We're gonna go right in here. It does say on the bottle, concentrated formula. So we are definitely experiencing that. It definitely feels very rich. Like I don't need any more of that. And mood lifting scent.
Oh.
Can you read the bottle for me while I'm doing this?
Our formulas exclusively contain functional and active ingredients. They are clean, science-based, and approved by professional hairstylists. What no one tells you, leave-in conditioners are not styling products. To get long-lasting frizz control and curl definition, always pair with our all-weather styling gel, which...
So they're preparing us
Yeah.
that this is not going to give us the hold that we want. This is going to give
the hydration.
Hydration, conditioning. Definitely feels conditioning. It's looking
nice.
Conditioning. It does have glycerin in here, so it's very hydrating. It's rich in humectants.
It feels oily.
Yeah, it has linseed oil, which is a flaxseed oil.
Oh, nice.
And flaxseed works beautifully in the hair. It also has jojoba seed oil. Jojoba is a very similar oil to our skin's oils, which typically responds well to most people. Super interesting. Also, the bottle is made up of 100% prevented ocean plastic, and the label is upcycled from bio-based products.
Wow.
Vegan, cruelty-free. So
Very thoughtful.
very thoughtful. So because this feels very, very conditioning, like you saw how much I applied. I applied the same amount of the Dyson on this side, but the Dyson didn't give me conditioning because it's not meant for that. It's meant to add hold and grit, which it definitely did. On this side, I can feel it's like really
Rich.
really rich. Like, have I applied too much? We'll just scrape a little off, apply up here where I'm a little drier. We're gonna just go ahead and apply on top this Tutti Lab all-weather styling gels. Oh my God, it's like Friends. The one that defines your curls and protects from frizz, come rain or shine.
Aww.
That's really cute. I love that. So let's take a look at the formula and then decide if we're gonna brush it through or apply on top of the curls after defining them. I'm just gonna take a little, okay.
Oh.
It's looking, you know what it looks just like? It looks a lot like the Twist Weather Up gel, where it has a little opacity to it. It looks a little bit like a cream gel type of vibe.
Yeah.
It almost also kind of resembles the Bounce Curls. So typically when a gel looks like this, because there's also conditioning ingredients in it, and yes, it's giving you can brush through, but you'll never know until you apply it, because we also know that gels can give that really weird seaweedy flash dry kind of feel, which is great when you're applying as your last product, but not easy to brush through. So let me try applying just, oh my eye. Oh, that curl went right in my eyeball and I can see. So that's a positive sign too. No, this feels super conditioning. This is so good. I can definitely brush this through. Oh, this is gonna be juicy.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you can tell.
I'm gonna be
my God.
lopsided because on this side I'm
like
anticipating light voluminous
definition.
This is gonna be juicy.
Oh, clumps.
Well, we're gonna go in, and should I continue using this brush?
I think you should definitely style both the same way so that we can really compare the products.
All right, I'm gonna take my amounts here. I'm gonna work sparingly too, because I feel like these are just super concentrated. Oh, and look, this gel also has heat protection. So
I've never seen that in a gel. I think that's so interesting.
I've definitely seen that in a gel. But
I haven't.
It's not common, especially in curly products. I think they
love that.
Oh, because you're going curly, you don't need heat protection.
But you do.
It's nice. Why not have it, right? Why can't we just have heat protection in every product that we use?
Honestly.
Heat and UV protection, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the amount I'm gonna take. I'm gonna work this through brush style and bring it back to you.
Yeah, so I've now given this side of my head a chance to fully dry, and I can definitely feel a very, very light hold to the hair, which I personally appreciate, especially if I'm refreshing, because I know it's gonna hold well throughout the day. It's not just gonna look good at the initial spray and then frizz up later on. So I do like that aspect. It definitely weighed down my root area again after spraying that spray to the scalp. If you are someone who does have an oilier scalp, I don't know if I would recommend putting this on your scalp. I would definitely recommend just skipping that and putting on something like a dry shampoo.
Also, if you do have an oilier scalp, but you do need to refresh your ends, know that you have to use dry shampoo, but work on your ends first. That way maybe you can diffuse if you have to, and then finish with a little bit of the dry shampoo at the root.
Yeah.
That way you can course correct, especially if your product did make things a little bit greasy.
Yeah, but I mean, before I refresh this side, I think that I can definitely notice the curls are just awoken. They got a little bit more shine and definition, smoothing. There's not as much little frizzies happening. So now let me show you how well the Curlsmith Shake and Shine Curl Refreshing Mist works. What's unique about this formula is that it has 7 different hyaluronic acids, plus seaweed and algae marine. And like Mel mentioned, this is a bi-phase formula, so you gotta give it a really good shake. And when I first used this, my hair was like on day 4 or 5. It actually needed a lot of refreshing, and all I did was simply just spray this. I actually sprayed it in sections just so that I could get a thorough application. But again, my hair doesn't need much refreshing right now, so I'm just gonna lightly spray this on, and then like I did to this side, lightly finger detangle the hair and work through the product. This is just gonna help smooth everything in, as well as remove any fallen hairs.
It smells just like the moisture recipe.
It smells so good. I love the Curlsmith moisture recipe line. So for me, I really enjoy the smell. And I really enjoy that this is a much finer spray.
It's a fine mist. It's not gonna really wet your hair that much.
So I don't really need to dry my hair at all, or even wait a few minutes like I did on this side with a heavier product. And literally you can see in just a few seconds of spraying this, it just plumps up the curls. It's so interesting. I'm really enjoying it. It feels moisturizing. Now this, in comparison to the Marc Anthony's, doesn't have hold to the hair. This is definitely for people that need moisture, that need to rehydrate the curls, replump them up, which I feel like is most people with curly hair, at least. In my case, I definitely noticed the shine worked back in, which I love. I love it. I'm just gonna spray a little bit more and then work it through just as I did on that side so we can get a fair comparison.
While I'm working through in all these horizontal sections. Horizontal or horizontal? Spooky season, anyone? Anytime I'm applying a product in sections horizontally up the head like this, it takes so much longer. It's so much more effort than my vertical sections that I have shared. But it does give nice root volume, and sometimes it's the better option if you gotta cover the scalp or you just want the hair to look a little fuller. So, you know, we don't write it off completely. It's just not my chosen method. Here, we're just working up to the middle part, so it's the easiest thing until this point. Now I'm just gonna do my regular vertical sections here.
Now, I personally, for the most part at least, refresh with just an oil or a serum every single day. But I know that's not realistic for everybody because, again, finer textures don't like too much oil, weighs them down, etc. So I think that's where something like this can really come in handy. And now after applying, you can really see how well it just redefined everything, hydrated it, plumped it up. You can see shine, which we love shine, especially more shine on the Curlsmith side versus the Marc Anthony. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely more shine.
Which I would hope so, because that's what this whole thing is about.
Literally shake and shine.
But you tell me, if you're looking for something that's more affordable and actually adds a little bit of hold to the hair, I think you'll like this for refreshing. But if you're looking for shine, plumpness, the smell I prefer over the citrusy smell, just my preference.
I prefer the citrusy Marc Anthony smell over
really?
the Curlsmith. You know me with the moisture recipe. It reminds me of like a cherry medicine, like a cough medicine. And I don't want to ruin that for you. Let me know if I'm the only one. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of the moisture recipe smell, but I still put up with it because the moisture recipe, it eats. And now we're talking about food again. Amanda, where are you at hunger-wise?
I'm pretty hungry, to be honest.
Yeah. Once I finish styling this little section, we're gonna take a break to dry, see how you're feeling. I'm gonna do my hair. But before that, let's just show you really closely the trick that I've learned now that I've used this brush all throughout my head. As I mentioned, you wanna make sure your sections are nice and detangled, nice and slippery, okay? Slip is definitely gonna help prevent tugging and any extra mechanical damage that we want to avoid. But in order to get, ow, see, this is shit. This is not smooth. This is like just poorly made. It's like pulling.
Yeah, there's like some rough edges on the end of that.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is a cheap Amazon thing. I don't have any issues like that when I use my bounce curl brush. But I digress. I'll just use my really extremely long fingernails. Do not look at my fingernails. Amanda, do not do any zooming in. This is disgusting. I'm smoothing with the bristle side. And look, there's so much product in here. So, which is kind of low-key a blessing. It's helping to remove any excess product that I might have gone overboard with.
Yeah, there's a lot of product.
There's a lot of product in these bristles. So I'm smoothing first with the bristle side here. And then I'm only curving the brush to rotate it so that the separators can separate once I've reached only like a few inches from the end, because that's going to help prevent it from getting stuck. So it's not actually going to define and separate the curls all throughout the strand, like up at the root, not like the bounce curl brush does, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. And we'll get lots of nice separation on the ends here. Okay. Oh, it is feeling rich. Definitely super conditioned. I'm going to go dry.
And then we'll come back and play with some hair oils together.
And I'm dry. How are you?
I think my hair looks fantastic. I don't even want to wash it tomorrow now.
Honey, it was fantastic before you started.
It did look good before I started, but it definitely looks a lot more defined. Anyways, let's talk about your hair.
Let's talk about my hair. How does it look?
You definitely have a lot more volume on this side.
Really?
Yeah. Nice hold on both sides, I would say.
Oh, we got some good crunch. Good crunch over here. Now, this is the Dyson and Verb side, which are both supposed to be non-crunchy products. That doesn't mean they're not going to still give a cast, but hopefully it softens out easily. So we're going to go in. We've got a few different oils before us.
We have 4 different serums and oils here to try. So which one do you want to try?
So I'm going to start, I think it's only natural for me to use the Dyson Chitosan post-style serum on our Dyson side just to really finish the look here. However, when I show you this serum, it is a hydrating serum. And once again, with the goal of adding hold. So this isn't necessarily going to soften this crunch that I have, but I still want to use it to finish. Because it is a finishing serum. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take a few pumps of this. We'll take 3 to start. And it actually dries down really quickly from what I've noticed, because I have already started my testing with this. I'm just going to start smoothing it over. Yeah, the Dyson products definitely smell luxurious. They have a very like
but it's not like an overpowering smell at all.
No, they're really nicely fragranced, and also I think a fragrance that will be well liked across the board. It's very gender neutral. Oh, and this side really does look bouncy.
Oh my God, look how good it looks.
It does look bouncy and lightweight. I was a little concerned when I was first diffusing because it almost looked a little stringy, but I think that comes down to all of the separating that this brush created. I think the brush
is very touchable hold. Like Mel barely touched her hair, and you can see a lot of that cast is broken up. Look how light and fluffy it looks.
Yeah. For a volume style, first of all, blonde hair doesn't reflect light as well. It's very hard to make blonde hair look shiny. And number 2, when the curls are so dispersed and so separated like they are, it's also hard to reflect light and look shiny. But I actually think it looks quite shiny, beautiful. Considering I am gonna go in with just a little bit more of this product. I do feel like I want a lot of the Dyson. Like I love that it doses out a small amount for you, but one is never enough. So
for you,
I'm just gonna go in.
And I also forgot, before I dive into the oils, I forgot to show you how well the Olaplex number 5 leave-in works. I use this on my damp hair to style, but you can also use it on your dry hair to mend any split ends or also rehydrate an area. So I'm gonna do it to this portion of hair right here, which tends to get frizzier and drier as my wash week goes on because it's rubbing against my shirt, it's rubbing against my bonnet, it's rubbing against everything, this bottom section here. So I'm just gonna use that to just rehydrate, and it feels so silky. It's so nice.
It is so good.
It's so silky.
It is so good. It might be, we've tried every Olaplex product, and this leave-in conditioner might take the cake for my favorite Olaplex leave-in that they have.
You can see, compared to the number 6, if you've ever tried the Bond Smoother leave-in, this is definitely runnier. It's not as thick. It just
distributes, it melts. It's
melting. It's buttery.
Really good.
Really good. I just can't say enough about it. It's really nice.
It revives hair health, seals split ends, adds heat protection up to 450 degrees, and protects from future damage.
And you can see, compared to the Olaplex number 6, it's definitely much thicker. You can see it's not running down my hand at all.
The Olaplex number 6 is a smoother, so it is definitely going to be a heavier, richer formula that would probably work. It does.
It's a great formula.
I love number 6, but I'm loving number 5 a little bit more. I think universally this will be more well liked.
Yeah.
Number 6 can be a little bit heavy on really fine hair, but if you do have hair that is super, super frizzy and damaged and you need like a good
really
thick
good sealant
coating, a sealant over the hair, number 6 is good, but honestly, moisturize and mend. It's
definitely gonna be my new go-to for sure.
It's taking the cake. It just distributes so well through the hair. It's super, super lotiony.
Really well done.
Has a similar texture to the Tutti Lab soft leave-in cream that I had applied, which was of course on this side. I haven't scrunched it much. I'm really trying not to touch it before applying an oil. I wanted to see how this hold was going to be, and I would definitely consider this a medium hold. As the gel describes, it's definitely giving me a bit of a wind chime, but there's movement and it feels soft. It's still super touchable. And I think if I were to just scrunch it out on its own, it's not flaking. It's not flaking at all on me. And it also feels like I can just break up the cast with just my fingers. But oh yeah, I do see a little bit of a difference in the volume. This is certainly a more conditioning side, and I want to be very lightweight with the oil that I now apply.
You should try this one. This is supposed to be a weightless repair oil from Vegamore.
Yeah, maybe I'll pass this one over to you. This is the Vegamore Hydrate. Not again.
I know, Mom.
We're gonna eat after this. We're gonna eat so soon. Hydrate Weightless Repair Oil. It fights frizz and adds shine for softer, healthier looking hair. Of course, that's all we want here. So let's, go in. She comes out with a vengeance, let me tell you. Very, very runny. It's super thin. Very, very thin.
Looks like a true oil.
It looks like a true oil, but it's super slippery. Like it doesn't feel, you know, some oils almost are sticky, like like castor oil.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a sticky oil. And this is very smooth.
I prefer a smooth oil.
For sure, when you're applying it to your hair.
And I'm gonna try the Fable and Mane Maha Mane Post-Wash Smooth and Shine Hair Oil. So you can use this either to prep your hair post-washing it and before styling it, or on your already styled hair. Feels like a silky oil, as Mel was describing. Oh, this smells so good.
Okay, but smell this.
No. This smells like a perfume. It feels like I'm in the fragrance aisle of Sephora and I'm like trying some Gucci.
Let me smell.
I feel like maybe some rose or something. I don't know. It says it has shiitake and fruit oils. I like the scent of that. That's really nice. I'm gonna put a little bit more.
Oh, it does smell like, it's got like a floral.
Oh, I really like the scent of that.
Yeah, smell this. This is so interesting.
I don't like that. That smells like a cinnamon heart.
It does. It's very cinnamony. This now over on my side, I feel like I'm walking down candy cane lane. It's giving cinnamon hearts. It's giving Christmas holidays. It's almost sending this heat wave through my cold body in the winter that is really invigorating in a chai tea type of way. I know chai tea is
Mel, we get it. We get it.
But it's that's what. Yeah, it's like a chai. You know what? It's a chai tea latte. It's actually a chai tea latte.
This is the best oil I've ever smelled. I really like it.
Fragrance is a very personal thing. I look less lopsided than I had expected to look, so that's a plus. Dyson and Verb is giving more weightless. It's less conditioned. There's more tact. Hopefully we'll have some more style longevity there. But as for who is going to retain more moisture, only time will tell. We'll let you know if any of these products end up in our updated routines. We'll find out what sticks.
Which we definitely have to film soon. We haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, what do you think though? Overall, was there anything that really stuck out to you? Like what?
Personally, I'm gonna use this a lot more. I look forward to using this a lot more. I'm taking it with me on my travels. Really excited about this product. I really enjoy it. Of course, the Olaplex number 5. This might be a staple. We'll have to see in our updated routines if I continue to use it, but I really, 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 really like it. I really love the scent of this. I think I will use it primarily for the scent.
Yes, she has made it clear that she loves the smell.
Do I love how it applies? No, I like more of like a serum-y, runnier texture when I am applying a hair oil to my hair, just so that I can smooth things over. I feel like this is just something you kind of just
Well, that's because for your hair texture is more on the coarse side.
It's hard to run through an oil.
A little bit of a thicker oil that's going to give you a nice coating and make it feel a little smoother.
But I will use this for scent-wise. I really like the scent of this. You're coming home with me. And I think this other thing that stuck out to me, at least, although you didn't see me use it, is the Dyson Post-Styling Serum. I really like that serum.
Yeah, it's not your typical, it's not your average. Don't get it twisted. When you think of a serum, it's not like an oily serum. It's a tacky serum to give hold and longevity to your style. And like I said, we'll share more on the Dyson products in a full video breakdown. If you have any specific requests, do let us know. But as for what stuck out to me here, I did really like the 2D Lab products. I think these are quite freaking nice. Like my hair definitely feels very hydrated.
It looks really nice.
I could see myself reaching for them again. I like the message. I think that packaging. Honestly, I've never seen packaging with Braille on it. So I just thought that was just a really nice touch.
Very mindful.
Little things, very demure. Very demure, Gaia. So that was really cute. And I really like that pattern transition mask.
Oh, I look forward to trying that.
And my hair looks good, so I'm happy. I think we successfully had some good impressions here. Let us know what kind of impression we made on you. If you like this video, do please give it a thumbs up. That way we know, okay, maybe we'll make a couple more of these types of videos. And if you're not already, please subscribe to us Sisters. We would really appreciate that. It really helps support the channel. And we have goals here, okay? We're really getting close
to 1
million. And Melly, if Melly is being honest here, I'm really trying to reach that 1 milli. So, you know, give us a little subscribe, leave a comment, so we know what video you want to see next, and we'll be sure to make it for you, okay? We do deliver. We like to feed and eat. So we're gonna go mangiare.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching.
Peace. All right. We got a beautiful morning. It's got the sun's out. We got the buns out. Hello? Hello? I'll see you in a few. Go have some breakfast. I'll be back. Actually, can you make me breakfast? Can you bring me my chia pudding yogurt? Spice it up for me. Make it real nice. Give it a taste first. Make sure it's good before you bring it to me.
For those of you who don't actually believe we are sisters, we are real sisters.
Amanda, I think at this point
Some people don't realize that we're actually sisters.
I should run with that. I don't know this woman. She came out of fucking left field, nowhere, to now here. Why?
Okay, can we start?
Are you in my office right now? I'm trying to share with everybody what I was talking about in my hair routine. These roots. Okay, so the pre-style cream, there's a straight to wavy and a curly to coily with a light and rich in each category.
Why don't you just try the one that's for your hair and then let them wait for the review of all the different hair types?
Okay, so if you're feeling deprived, know that it's her who's starving. I'm trying to feed so we can all eat.
Because there's so much things to eat here. It's a fucking buffet.
Thank God I'm starving. I was saying, shh. Seriously, shut the fuck up. I'm so serious. Shut up. Now, this is not actually a leave-in condition. I didn't bring any clips. I'll have to use your hands. You wanna go grab a clip?
There's a clip right here.
You are so smart and so good, girl. I need water.
Oh my God. It's too far. Suck it up. Ew, I'm gonna punch you.
I'm unwell. Water me, please. Water me. Water me so I may sprout and grow like a beautiful flower. We're working on our confidence. So we've got Joico Curl Confidence. It's always nice to see how professional hair brands come out with products versus...
And by professional, she means hairstylists. This is a brand for hairstylists.
That is brand new information. Did I interrupt you?
We didn't understand what the hell you meant. You're welcome.
Well, who's professional here? Ah! God, please, Amanda, you're scared. As I was saying,